Once upon a time, in the grand kingdom of Valoria, there was a girl born not for herself, but for the ambitions of others. Her name was Lady Isabella, daughter of Duke Alden, one of the most powerful lords in the land. She was known across the realm for her beauty, her golden hair that glimmered like threads of sunlight, her emerald eyes that seemed to hold both innocence and fire, and her grace that could silence a hall. Yet behind her gentle smile lay a heart that longed for freedom. From the day she turned 18, Isabella's fate was sealed. She was promised to Prince Marius, heir to the throne. Their union was not born of affection nor of choice, but of strategy. It was an arrangement designed to bind her family's loyalty to the crown. To the court, the marriage was a triumph. To Isabella, it was a cage. A scarlet veil was placed upon her head, the veil of betrothal. To the nobles, it was a symbol of honor. But to Isabella, it became a mark of duty, not of love. It was in the gardens of the royal palace, under the heavy silence of twilight, that Isabella's life began to change. Wandering beyond the roses, she encountered a knight, Adrian. He was no courtly prince, no polished noble. He was strong, his dark hair untamed by vanity, his storm-grey eyes sharp but shadowed by secrets. His armor bore the dents of battle, and his stance carried the humility of service. Their eyes met. For a brief moment, the world stilled. Isabella lowered her gaze, her cheeks burning, but that spark, that first forbidden glance, set a fire neither could extinguish. Adrian was tasked with guarding the palace halls, sworn to protect the very prince Isabella was meant to marry. Each day, Isabella passed him in silence. At first it was a glance, then it was a lingering look. Soon it was stolen words behind the marble columns. "Why do you always look away, my lady?" Adrian asked one night as the torches flickered. "Because," Isabella whispered, her voice trembling, "if I look too long, I fear I may never look away again." From that moment, their bond grew dangerous. The scarlet veil became her prison, yet it was also her shield. Beneath it, she could hide her blushes, her stolen smiles. But during the grand masquerade, in the Hall of Mirrors, Adrian found her. Masked faces danced in a blur, laughter and music filled the chamber, but in that moment, only the two of them existed. He lifted her veil, just slightly. Their lips met, trembling, desperate, alive. For a heartbeat, Isabella forgot she was promised to a crown. Yet in the far corner, hidden in shadow, Prince Marius watched. His eyes darkened with fury. Marius cared not for love, but for pride. To be betrayed by his own knight and humiliated before his court was intolerable. Adrian was seized, stripped of his rank, and chained in the courtyard. Isabella fell to her knees, begging for mercy. "Please, he is innocent of treason. His only crime is loving me." "Then he is guilty enough," Marius spat. The queen, Celine, demanded blood. The duke begged his daughter to repent. But Isabella, trembling yet unbroken, stood tall before them all. In front of the court she tore away her scarlet veil. "I will not be silent. My heart belongs to him, and I will not deny it." Gasps rippled through the hall. The scarlet veil burned that night, its ashes scattering into the wind. Word spread beyond the palace. The people of Valoria, long weary of royal cruelty, whispered of the lady who defied the crown for love. In the streets, peasants lit candles in her honor. To them, Isabella's courage became a symbol. The court called her reckless, the queen called her dangerous, but the people began to call her something else, their hope. Isabella was imprisoned in a high tower. Each night she lit a candle in her window, and each night across the valley, Adrian, exiled but alive, lit his own. Two flames, separated by distance, but forever bound. Years passed. Isabella grew into a woman of quiet strength. Adrian became a leader, hardened by exile, scarred by battle, but unbroken. One stormy night, under the cover of darkness, Adrian returned. He climbed the tower walls, rain soaking his cloak, his heart pounding with the memory of every night he had waited. "Isabella," he whispered, breaking her chains. Her eyes filled with tears. "You came back." "I swore I would. Not even kings could keep me from you." They fled into the night, not as lady and knight, not as prisoner and exile, but as two souls who had chosen each other above all else. The scarlet veil was gone, but their love remained, stronger than crowns, stronger than fear, stronger than time. And so the story of Lady Isabella and Sir Adrian was whispered for generations. Some called it treason, others called it foolishness. But to those who believed in love, it was proof that no power on earth can chain a heart that chooses to be free. And so, the scarlet veil that once symbolized duty and despair became a memory of courage and devotion. For kingdoms may rise, crowns may fade, but true love, once found, is eternal. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to subscribe. And if you are watching this on Facebook or TikTok, follow for more love stories like this one. Until next time, may your heart always find its freedom.